Okay, so we have completed our first sub feature, that is pad. So now we'll move on to our next feature, that is draft filleted pad. For this I'll require a thick body. So I'll just change my previous pad, not as thick as a full pad, preview as a thick object. So, and I'll give it okay. So I've got my first face. So now as you know that in while drawing 3D modeling, you have to select a face, you have to make a sketch on it, and you have to then make it into 3D. So previously I had 3 planes, but now I've got 6 more planes, that is one plane this, one plane this, one plane this, the third one is this, the fourth one is this, okay, fifth one is this, and the sixth one is this. And we have got 3 extra planes. Those are the default planes, which are the XY, XZ and the YZ plane. Okay, so we have got 6 planes. Besides this, we can also create number of planes by using the commands in this reference toolbar. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll create a plane parallel, I'll create a plane offset from plane, I'll use the plane as this plane, and I'll offset from here. I want the offset to be of 59, okay, 59 mm. Now I got an extra plane on which I can draw. So I'll select the plane. So I'll select the plane, then I'll select the plane and I'll go into Sketcher, and then I will draw a circular profile. Okay, so I've drawn a circular profile. Now as you can see, as I had selected my plane and drawn, the circle has been drawn on the very same plane. So I've got a circle which is on this plane, which is offsetted from this face at a distance of 59 mm. Okay, so I've got circle. So now we are going to use this drafted filleted pad. Okay, actually the thing is, this drafted fillet pad is a combination of 2 commands, in which one command is executed 2 times. That is, in this a draft command is used and fillet command is used. We are going to study each one of them in a later part. Okay, so for the introduction part, I'll tell you, I'll show you how to use this feature, sub feature. Okay, so I have used this. Now I'll click on this. Okay, click on the circle. Now it is asking me the second limit. Okay, now I'll click on this face as my second limit. So now as you can see, I've got, now if you click preview, now you can see what you get is the extrusion of the circle. Okay, extrusion of the circle. Now if you see, your limits will be calculated from this part. Okay, so now your first length, that is 20, would be here, and the second limit would be here. So I can change it if I want to. So I can specify my second limit. I can increase my length if I want to increase my length. Okay, I'll make it here, preview. Now if I click on preview, you can see I've got the same circle extended over here, then it has been tapered along its length up to here, and there it has been filleted with this surface, and again it has been filleted over here. So I can change these dimension, I can change the direction or the look of this profile by changing the angle. I don't want such a steep taper, so I can specify the taper angle to be 2. Okay, so now I have selected the angle to be 2. Now the lateral radius, as I have selected my 2 degree, the radius has been changed and it is much more straightforward. Okay, I can increase my lateral radius. You can see over here, as I increase my lateral radius, you can see the changes which take place. Okay, I'll increase my lateral radius. So I have increased my lateral radius, and now I'll change my first limit radius. This is my first limit radius which I had given at -18 mm, and my second limit radius would be this, which I had given by specifying the face. So my second limit radius would be this. So I don't want such a big fillet over here, so I can minimize it by clicking over here and then specifying the radius. I want the radius to be 3 mm. Okay, so I'll press preview. Now as you can see, the radius has been reduced. Okay, so these are the way you can draw a draft filleted pad. Okay, same way you can. So now we'll move on to our next sub feature, which is multipad. Okay, for multipad we'll require multiple drawing in a single sketch. Okay, so I've selected the face or plane. Now I'll make a sketch on it, 2D sketch on it. So suppose I want a square, okay, and a circle in between. I'll turn off the snap to point, and a circle in between, and an ellipse again in the middle. Exit. Okay, so actually the thing is, it has not been created. Once again I'll select it, I'll click it, okay, there. Exit. Now it is much more like the pad command which we had seen earlier, but in this part we can pad each and every figure in different way. Suppose if I select this first, the square is selected, inside the circle is selected, this one is not. Okay, so if I have selected this, if I increase the multipad option, it would get padded preview. Okay, as you can see, the only part which is outer to this circle and which is joined to the outer box has padded. Suppose if I select this particular feature and I give it a different pad, I want the pad to be 25. Okay, then preview. Okay, now only the circular part is extruded. Now if I want to extrude the third part, which is the ellipse, okay, I'll select it and I'll give it in extrusion of 50. Preview. So as you can see, we can pad different figures which had been drawn in a single sketch at different length. Okay, previously while using pad command, whenever we had drawn a sketch, the sketch would use to expand at a regular rate and the whole sketch would get pad. But by using this pad, we can sketch different features of the pad at different length and sizes. Okay, so this is the use of this multipad feature. Okay, so thank you very much once again from me, Shivam Rai, from Rai's Academy.